Exploring the Eightfold Path of Buddha. While the Eightfold Path is rooted in Buddha's teachings, its principles can be applied to daily life regardless of one's religious beliefs. Developing positive attitudes and behaviors will create a more harmonious and fulfilling existence for you and those around you. With practice, you will cultivate qualities such as compassion, mindfulness, and wisdom, leading to greater inner peace and freedom from suffering. Right understanding is the first step of the Eightfold Path and is essential for developing wisdom. It involves understanding the Four Noble Truths and the nature of reality. By developing right understanding, we can gain insight into the impermanence and interconnectedness of all things, which can help us let go of attachment and suffering. Right intention is the second step of the Eightfold Path, and it involves cultivating positive attitudes and actions. It is about developing a sincere desire to do what is right, rather than simply following rules or seeking personal gain. By cultivating right intention, we can begin to let go of harmful thoughts and emotions such as greed, anger, and jealousy, and instead focus on promoting kindness, compassion, and generosity. This can lead to more harmonious relationships with others and a greater sense of inner peace. Right speech is an essential component of the Eightfold Path and involves using words that promote harmony and avoid causing harm. This includes refraining from lying, gossiping, or speaking harshly. By practicing right speech, we can create a positive environment for ourselves and those around us. In addition to avoiding harmful communication, right speech also involves actively promoting positive communication. This includes speaking kindly, truthfully, and in a way that uplifts others. By cultivating right speech, we can improve our relationships and create a more peaceful world. Right action is an essential step in the Eightfold Path, as it involves ethical conduct and behavior. It requires us to act in ways that are morally upright and beneficial to ourselves and others. This includes refraining from harmful actions such as killing, stealing, and lying, and instead engaging in actions that promote harmony, compassion, and generosity. By practicing right action, we not only cultivate positive qualities within ourselves, but also contribute to the well-being of those around us. It allows us to live with a sense of integrity and purpose, and to develop deeper connections with others. Ultimately, the practice of right action helps us to create a more peaceful and harmonious world. The fifth step of the Eightfold Path is right livelihood, which involves making a living in a way that is ethical and beneficial to others. This means avoiding occupations that cause harm or suffering, such as selling weapons or exploiting workers. Instead, one should seek out work that contributes to the well-being of society and promotes positive values. Right livelihood also involves being mindful of how our actions affect others, both in our work and in our personal lives. By practicing compassion and empathy, we can make choices that benefit not only ourselves but also those around us. Ultimately, the goal of right livelihood is to live in harmony with others and with the natural world, promoting peace and well-being for all. Right effort is the sixth step of the Eightfold Path in Buddhism. It involves cultivating positive mental states and overcoming negative ones. This requires a great deal of effort, but the rewards are worth it. By putting forth the right effort, we can transform our minds and become more compassionate, loving, and wise. The key to right effort is finding balance. We must not be too lax or too rigid in our practice. If we are too lax, we may not make progress at all. If we are too rigid, we may become frustrated and give up. Instead, we must find a middle way that allows us to make steady progress without becoming overwhelmed. Right mindfulness is the seventh step of the Eightfold Path and involves developing awareness and focus in the present moment. This means being fully engaged in whatever you are doing, whether it's washing dishes or having a conversation with someone. By practicing right mindfulness, we can learn to let go of distractions and cultivate a greater sense of inner peace and calm. It also helps us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Right concentration is the eighth and final step of the Eightfold Path in Buddhism, and it involves developing deep levels of concentration and focus through meditation. This step is essential for achieving a clear and tranquil mind, which is necessary for gaining insight and wisdom. To develop right concentration, practitioners must cultivate a steady and focused mind through various forms of meditation, such as mindfulness and concentration practices. By training the mind to be calm and centered, individuals can gain greater clarity and insight into the nature of reality and their own thoughts and emotions. Practicing the Eightfold Path can lead to a multitude of benefits, both internal and external. One of the most prominent benefits is the development of greater wisdom, which allows us to see the world more clearly and make better decisions. This wisdom also leads to increased compassion for self and others, as we begin to understand the interconnectedness of all beings. Another benefit is the cultivation of inner peace, which helps us navigate life's challenges with greater ease and equanimity.